Hey everybody, this is Talkative Carl back again for another reaction video. And it's the Deadpool 3 now titled Deadpool and Wolverine. And it just played at the Super Bowl yesterday. And so I'm gonna be reacting to that. Something I've been looking forward to for a hot while. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything set up. Please like and subscribe, share this with your friends. Let me know what you guys think of Deadpool 3, because I imagine Marvel, Kevin Feige, everybody behind the scenes are hedging their bets on this one to hopefully save the MCU. It doesn't necessarily need saving. There were, some bad stuff here and there in more so in phase 5 than is phase 4. You really go back from what we how phase 4 started and how it ended. There's some stuff in there that we all collectively would have enjoy. You mean tell me like Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night, Scarlet, WandaVision, Loki, like you tell me like a bunch of that stuff was terrible. Spider-Man No Way Home, you mean tell me, and these ain't outliers like people like this claim, oh these are like Guardians 3 was an outlier. Maybe in phase 5 it was an outlier, but there's some good stuff. And then Wakanda Forever, not as good as the first one, but it's still pretty decent. And I can't really be mad at, nobody can really be mad at what we got from that one, because after the passing of Chadwick Boseman, they got to pivot as best as they could have. But anyway, don't want to go on the preamble, so we'll get everything booted up and let's begin.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, okay. It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Make a wish, buddy.
Wade Wilson?
Who's asking? Whoa, 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 whoa.
TVA.
Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
I don't know why he was wearing a wig. You got me so extra.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me. Wait. You are special. This is your chance to be a hero.
Best
among
costume.
heroes.
I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
He smacked him on the ass. Is that Elias?
God, I love this part. Wait!
That's Pyro.
Don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
July 26th. I'm saving that freaking date. So, yeah, man. God, it's so good. But, yeah, so with that was Pyro. You can tell because he's a little older, but that was freaking Pyro from the the first 3 X-Men. Well, not the first one, but X2 and X3. No, wait a minute. No, just X3, because it did show. No, No, yeah, I got it right. They did technically show Pyro in the first one, but it was a different person. It was just like a little slight little bit, but they actually got a legit casting for Pyro in X2 and X3. So they brought the actor back, which confirms that everybody suspects that, okay, a lot of Fox related properties, not just X-Men related, will be making a return, probably just to be killed, because they pretty much basing the premise off of the Deadpool event called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, and in which it would be like Wolverine having to be the one to stop that version of Deadpool from trying to kill, you know, all the Marvel heroes. Now I can't really spoil exactly what happened. I wasn't a fan of that comic because I don't like the idea of, like, all those heroes just being off like that. I hear the storyline is good. I know what happens, but I wasn't really a huge fan of it. Same way I'm not a huge fan of the Injustice series, because this is like, I don't know, it was just not my cup of tea in terms of comic reading, that kind of thing. Not like they butchered my characters or anything like that. It's just something that I don't gravitate to, despite maybe the good writing. But I know what happens, and and there's like a different event that was like a sequel, or I think it was like a trilogy of the event, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe event, and I think it was the third in that sequel that it was the mainline Deadpool having to deal with that, different version of Deadpool that was killing all like the Marvel heroes, and they kind of branched out kind of situation, from my recollection. But I don't know, maybe you guys leave a comment or put in some requests via Patreon if you want me to do that review and give my thoughts on it. Then, if you ask for it, then I will, put on the list and actually make it a review. But yeah, I'm kind of say what you will, because I want to rewatch the first two Fantastic Four films, because I think that it was ahead of its time, because I think people wasn't appreciating comic book superheroes as much as they do, and since the MCU. And Ian Gufford, who played Mr. Fantastic, was a spot on Mr. Fantastic in my opinion. He looked the part, unlike somebody like Pedro Pascal, which I'm not sure if they legit confirmed whether or not he's going to be Mr. Fantastic. And I like Pedro Pascal, but he isn't, not necessarily he won't give a good performance, but he won't be like that's not Mr. Fantastic. I think you just like shove him in there because of his star power, just get butts and seats. And you're already going over budget on a lot of this stuff anyway. That's the biggest problem people had with like the Marvel sequel, that you're putting $200 million in something that grossly, you're overdoing it. It doesn't really need to cost that much, and most of that is probably for the A-list actors you got involved. Pedro Pascal isn't like the guy who was in Game of Thrones for a tidbit, where he wasn't like peak stardom yet, where you can, pay him, low stuff compared to like Peter Dinklage. But now it's just like, okay, why can't y'all just find relatively new people that is relatively unheard of, aside from maybe theater people or whatever, because usually like Tom Hiddleston was like a theater actor before he got the role of Loki. You can do the exact same thing again, rather than just, because we need people in butts and seats. We need it so the people that people heard of, kind of like with the Chris Pratt Super Mario situation. Like, we need like somebody who knows, this person. Oh, they like this person, they will guarantee people to come see it. And it's like Mario, people are aware of the Fantastic Four. They might not know the ins and outs, but they are fully aware, and you can just rely on that and just get like some fresh faces that can be in this situation, be in the franchise for a good 10 years. Because Pedro Pascal is not an old dude, but you know, I'm not sure how like he got a 10-year span in him, maybe 5, maybe 7 tops, but now I got a full-blown 10. But I don't know. They should just gone with like, you know, fresh people for certain characters like the Fantastic Four. But it'd be cool to see, like, you know, maybe Chris Evans will reprise his role as that version of Human Torch just a little bit in Deadpool 3, along with Ewan Gifford, Michael Chiklis, and Jessica Alba for the OG Fantastic Four. Because I want to review the first 2 Fantastic Four films because those were actually pretty good. I want to get my thoughts on that because, like I said, it's ahead of time. It's like super leaning into the comic bookiness of it, that it was like true to the heart of what we know for the Fantastic Four, rather than the Fanforstic or, you know, what came before. Because it's just, I think like it was made around like phase 2 or 3. That would probably be a little bit more appreciated. Same with like, you know, Ghost Rider. It'd be cool to see like, you know, Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider. I don't know if that was a Sony property. I mean, Fox property. Can't recall. But anyway, I heard rumors of Jennifer Garner Elektra showing up for a little bit. Maybe Ben Affleck Daredevil. Maybe. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff you can toss in there. So that'll be fun. But those were just my quick thoughts. The reaction of the video, it looks fun. I gotta set the freaking, my phone is charging, but I gotta set the freaking date, July 26th. I thought it was gonna be in August. I don't know why I thought that. Nice summer blockbuster of all time. And just like the first 2 Deadpool movies, this, I bet you's gonna break $1 billion. Because the first one broke, you know, a long record of holding a $1 billion record, beating out everybody for several months since the first Deadpool movie release. And I imagine this one will surpass, even though one that broke, I can't remember what movie broke the first Deadpool movie's record, box office record. But I imagine this third one gonna break even that. And because they got the TVA in it, because everybody suspected, oh, they got the TVA involved, because that's the only way to make sense. And Loki pretty much set that up. Kind of suck you don't see like none of the Loki supporting cast involved. We got like a different dude who took out the whole Mobius position. But who knows? We might get cameos from the Loki supporting cast, like maybe OB or the security lady woman, or at least one of those 2. But that'll be fun. And there's rumors that Denzel Washington's son, forgot his doggone name, is gonna probably be the one to take up the role of Kang the Conqueror, which I would rather that than just outright tossing that character out with the bathwater and just quickly pivoting to Doctor Doom, which I think that would be, personally, I think that would be a mistake. Everybody seemed, at least most people seem to be on board with that idea. I wouldn't agree, because we already been setting up the whole multiverse thing, and Kang the Conqueror, you might as well, like, it make it easier just to recast and just continue forward along the way, because we said, you know, they kind of took out the title Kang Dynasty, but like I said, I think it's a mistake. Might as well go for it and be easier just to recast rather than just changing up what's probably been written down or you know carefully calculated since the first season of Loki. So yeah, you might as well just go that route at the very least, because Doctor Doom isn't something you just pivot to. People may have heard of Doctor Doom, but that guy needs a proper setup, and you haven't done that yet because you haven't even introduced the Fantastic Four yet. What else I wanted to say? Shoot. So yeah, I for now I think that's about it. Well, I gotta say about it, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. Cannot wait. Like and subscribe, share this with your friends. Let me know what you think of Marvel Phase 4 and 5, because I agree there's parts of Phase like Ant-Man 3, or at least most of it, but I blame like the stuff happening behind the scenes with like the people prioritizing quantity over quality and spreading too many people so thin. That's where we got crap CGI and She-Hulk and Ant-Man 3, and it's just like, okay, you need to go back and focus on one thing at a time, one or two things at a time. From what I hear, the Echo show wasn't that bad, but I didn't watch it. Like sometimes you gotta pick and choose what shows you want to get invested in, and then just pick up on highlights or certain clips, so that we can at least get an inkling, so you don't feel like you messed out. You don't need to invest your whole time with it, like I did with like the What If series, because I didn't watch every episode. There's just ones that probably caught my attention, like Star-Lord, Black Panther, but I at least know what happens, so that way I don't feel totally lost, but I don't have to invest the whole my time into something that, generally speaking, I don't care. Oh, and I remember what I was, forgot, the whole multiverse thing. I get it. Most people don't care for the whole multiverse, aspect of it. And again, like, oh, I'm sick of multiverse. Everybody's talking about like, don't blame Marvel for that. From what, like, I talked with a couple of people, and they brought up a good, interesting point. Marvel, because these big wigs in Hollywood, they all like dine at the same place, go to the same watering holes kind of thing. So of course they probably like pass a few notes or talk amongst each other, and they all get in the same idea, or like thinking like, oh, this is gonna probably be a good idea, let me do this too. So while Marvel was set up their multiverse situation, you got like Everything Everywhere All at Once doing it, and then you got Across the Spider-Verse. Like, everybody's just by happenstance, simultaneously, everybody started from different studio companies all doing the exact same thing. So of course that's why you get like multiverse fatigue, because they're all simultaneously doing it. Now if Everywhere All at Once and the Flash movie and all these other people other than Marvel or Disney did not do it, and it was just a niche thing that Marvel came up with, and the other ones didn't do it until maybe a year or two later, then there wouldn't be any fatigue, because it's like, oh, it's like a slowly processing kind of situation. Marvel would have been like ahead of the game, but instead of that, everybody's simultaneously doing it at the same time, because that's what is making moolah right now, is word on everybody's lips. I actually enjoyed multiverse stuff. I find that concept very fascinating. I always thought so. I'm a bit of a multiverse kind of nerd. Same way as like how I feel about like the concept of different pantheons of different cultures. I find that very fascinating. It's just by happenstance, it's just everybody's doing it at the exact same time, and you just gotta pick and choose what you want to absorb. But you can't blame Disney for leaning into the multiverse thing, because they was already building to that for a hot minute. So anyway, those are my just thoughts, but I will see you guys in a little bit for a new comic book review that I just wrapped up, so look forward to that. Very fun. And speaking of Marvel Phase 4, it's there's a movie in phase 4 that relates to this comic, or at least, you know, it brought elements from the comic, but only as a surprise. So follow me in the links in the description below, and I'll see you all next time.